Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan to continue your coverage of the 2022 Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. There is Domar Patiniano, the third best scorer in the MPBL, averaging 17.7 points per ball game. Today, he's going up against one of the best shooting guards in the league as well, celebrating his 32nd birthday na si Carlo Lastimosa. Great to see him back, couple of games in from a hamstring injury. And Pasig City, they are looking to get their third straight victory dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino kontra sa Muntinlupa CAGERS, who on the other end are looking to snap their 9-game losing streak. And of course, again, we are glad to have you with us. Vix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. Javi, I want to talk about Muntinlupa. Their last games were against Nueva Ecija and Zamboanga. Pero kung papansinin mo yung disparity ng kanilang mga laro, no? Hindi sila masyadong natambakan ng mga best teams in the MPBL. What can you say about that?
Yeah, that's right. They have been very competitive in their past couple of matches, especially against Zamboanga. But ang problema dito, you know, you have the contributions from your usual suspects like John Katimbuhan, Domar Patiliano, and even Mac Montilla, Biboy Engyo getting their share already on the offensive load. Kaya lang it's the bench of the CAGERS that have been suspect so far in their past few matches. Kaya nakakapos sila sa mga panalo.
Well, itong Muntinlupa, ang maganda sa kanila ay yung mga pilay nila ay unti-unting gumagaling na. Harold Arboleda, kanyang shoulder injury that happened against Sarangani, slowly but surely healing. And we saw Mac Montilla play very well in their previous outing. And we did mention they only lost by 3 points against Zamboanga.
Yeah, and it was a very impressive feat that they showed up in this match against Zamboanga, only losing by 3 points. You can see here, better field goal percentage para sa Muntinlupa CAGERS in that game. Kaya lang they were out-rebounded. They were -6 in that department and gave way too much points inside the paint. And with Zamboanga, that is something that you have definitely prevent. Guys like JC Marcelino, the Marcelino twins, actually JC and JV, love to attack that shaded area and get most of their points from that department. Kaya that's why Zamboanga was able to hold on for the victory in this game.
Zamboanga had a hot third quarter, outscoring Muntinlupa by 15 points. Marcelino twins coming alive once more. As for Muntinlupa, they had a good first half, and Domar Quatiliano continued with his scoring prowess.
There was one point of the season where Matiliano struggled, especially because he went down with an apparent hamstring injury, but it looks like he is back to full strength here, 100% now. The third leading scorer, as you mentioned here in the MPBL mix, 18 points in their last game against Zamboanga. His production definitely kailangan yan. But ang supporting cast niya ng Muntinlupa, that is going to be the question if they can deliver in this game to backstop itong si Domar Patiliano.
18 points in the previous outing, Domar Patiliano. 2 people in double figures as well para sa Muntinlupa were John Katimbuhan and Mac Montilla. So, can they step up once again? That's going to be the question for today. Now let's talk about Pasig. In their previous outing, it was a 2-point victory against Bataan. A thriller that was. And you know what? Pasig has been no stranger to close games. Ang kanilang last 5 games were settled by 5 points or less.
Yeah, and this is not something that Pasig City wants to continue to go on. Obviously, as the season goes deeper and with heavier implications, game in and game out, patapos na ang ating campaign dito sa regular season, they have to be able to create some sort of separation sa kanilang mga opponents, especially in the end game. So invest in a good start, definitely, and be consistent with it and not allow the opposing teams to come back. You see here the numbers on your screens from that previous game. Free throws were on the side of the Bataan Risers, kaya lang they missed 8 of those 26 attempts. So Pasig had a clear chance here and escaped with a 2-point victory.
Now there's your birthday boy, Carlo Lastimosa. In the previous outing, had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now he did foul out in that game. Pero Javi, ever since he came back in the MPBL, he has re-established himself as one of the best scorers in the league.
I think that's really just the inner competitor in Carlo, no? He wants to prove to everybody that he can still hang with the best. Bata pa ito si Carlo, 32 years old pa lamang, and marami pang maibubuga sa kanyang karera dito sa MPBL. And he has really showed that he can still play at a high level dito sa ating liga.
And because of his scoring prowess, he is back in the top 10 of the scoring department in the MPBL. 15.1 points per ball game for the birthday boy, Carlo Lastimosa. Now let's turn you over to our arena announcer for our starting lineups.
The action continues here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's MPBL 4th season, presented by Extreme. It's the second game of our triple header featuring Muntinlupa and Pasig. Let's now meet the starters first for the Muntinlupa CAGERS. Starting at small forward number 31, B-Boy Engyo. Power forward number 10, Eugene Madera. At center number 12, Steven Gudal. At point guard number 23, John Guindo. And at shooting guard number 8, Dom Matiliano. The head coach of Muntinlupa is Jules Hidalgo. Assistant coaches Phil C. Salvador and JC Libunao. Team manager is Tristan Tahan. And now the starting five for Pasig City. Starting at small forward number 29, Carlo Lastimosa. Power forward number 17, Lester Tamayo. At center number 18, Jason Ballesteros. At shooting guard number 8, Tristan Medina. And at point guard number 22, Robbie Manala. The head coach of Pasig is Ogie Gumatay. Assistant coaches Michael Speedy Gonzalez, Richard Rosales, Idol Intalan, and Arwil Talag. Team owner Buddy Encarnado.
Your starters for Muntinlupa and Pasig, we have John Quinto, Domark Matiliano, Steven Cudal, B-Boy Engyo, and Mark Madera. And then for the other team, Robbie Manala, Tristan Medina, Jason Ballesteros, Lester Tamayo, and again, the birthday boy, Carlo Lastimosa. This matchup features two of the top 10 scorers in the league. Number 10 is Carlo Lastimosa, 15.1 per ball game, and number 3 is Domark Matiliano at 17.7 per outing. And again, we welcome you to our coverage here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. Now, I want to talk about the guard play that can be featured in this game. On one end, you're seeing Robbie Manalang, you're seeing Carlo Lastimosa. On the other end, you have guys like Domark Matiliano, B-Boy Engyo, and even Mac Montilla later on coming from the bench as Robbie Manalang makes a basket.
Yeah, you know, both of these teams have really premier guards at their disposal. And itong Pasig City, despite the multitude of guards they have at that position, they have made it work. At some points in this season, they have played with a 3-guard lineup on the floor. And it has really been working beautifully para sa kanilang koponan. Usually, that's a very tough task for any team.
2-0 our score as Lastimosa. That's too strong on his first attempt. Lastimosa in the previous game had 18 points and his fellow Robbie Manalang had 17. That allowed him to get the best player of the game honors. Robbie Manalang coming up in the clutch once more for Pasig City. 8 on the shot clock. Domark Matiliano, pull up. He is fouled. Now you mentioned that he also had to go through some injuries here in the season. Umabot po sa punto na may pilay siya sa kanyang likod, and obviously that was very hard. Now, he's back in good shape, and again, he is one of the top scorers in the league.
Yeah, Domark Matiliano, really just a tough nut to crack dito sa MPBL, and he has shown that he can be one of the top players dito sa ating liga, not just for the Muntinlupa CAGERS.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Matiliano is also the second best free throw shooter in the league, shooting at an 82% clip. Pasado yan sa standards ni Javi Palanya, above 80%. Silang dalawa ni Enzo Hoson, ang top 2 shooters from the stripe, as Lester Tamayo is called for a dribbling violation.
And Migs, I think it's also important that we note Troy Katimbuhan, who usually starts the game para sa Muntinlupa CAGERS, will be coming off the bench in today's match. So a little tweak in the starting lineup para kay Coach Jules Hidalgo. We were talking about the bench scoring para dito sa CAGERS, and I think that's something that Coach Jules Hidalgo really looked upon. That's why Katimbuhan will be coming off the bench in today's match.
Right now, it's Omar Pateliano getting the load of scoring in the first 5 of this game para sa Muntinlupa. There have been games wherein si Montiliano naman yung nanggagaling sa kanilang bench, Katimbuhan would start, and vice versa. A lot of shuffling happening para sa Muntinlupa CAGERS. Right now, they have the luxury of having Harold Arboleda, Mac Montilla, and to your point, John Katimbuhan coming off the bench. Engyo, way off on the shot. Hustle is there, but Eugene Madera just lost space. Pasok si Nobin Lucero. Now that guy has been slowly but surely transforming himself into one of the best or the better point guards in the league.
Batang-bata pa ito si Nobin Lucero, and definitely a lot of upside for this kid. Imagine at this age, you're already going up against a lot of grizzled veterans here in the MPBL players with PBA experience. That is just really gonna go well para sa kanyang development as he matures into the type of player that he is destined to be.
And with the loss of June Manzo, an opportunity is being bestowed upon him and he's making the most out of it. That's Nobin Lucero. There's a foul on the loose ball as Ballesteros was about to get that rebound.
Now this is really the challenge for the Muntinlupa CAGERS because they are not as tall as the other teams on their front line. Nahihirapan talaga sila to be able to secure those defensive rebounds, and guys like Jason Ballesteros, obviously a magnet for the basketball, especially on the offensive glass. Not just because of his sheer height, but because of his incredible instincts para sa basketball.
And that's actually one of the things helping him with his shot blocking. Later on, I'm going to talk more about that. It's John Quinto scoring on the fast break. How about Muntinlupa? They have an early 4-point lead.
Yeah, this is something that they have proven to do this season, having a good start. Kaya alam, consistency during the game has always been their problem, especially pagpasok na ng kanilang mga second unit.
Carlo Lastimosa making a 3-pointer. Happy birthday to you, sir. That's his first basket in this game. Now, to your point about Muntinlupa starting strong, ending not very well. In the first half of that game against Zamboanga, they led by 14 points, but they lost by 15 in the third quarter alone.
When you have something like that, investing in a double-digit advantage, you have to make sure that you don't let a team like Zamboanga have any chances of getting back in the game, because being the deeper squad, they obviously have more depth to be able to compete in the end game in games like that, as Lucero gets the stretch and the finish.
That was a tough layup. What a move by Nobin Lucero as he gives a smile to the Pasig City bench. They get the lead now, 7-6, under 6 minutes here in the first. Engyo going left. Oh, challenging the defense of Jason Ballesteros.
You can see the explosiveness slowly but surely starting to get back para dito kay B-Boy Engyo.
Pair of subs para sa Muntinlupa, Ivan Villanueva and Justin Alano. The other end, it's Jason Melano set to check in for Pasig City. Lastimosa, that's a great matchup against Engyo. 6 on the shot clock. Carlo off of the handoff, too strong. Rebound Matiliano. Domark waiting for his teammates. Now asking for a pick. Matiliano, he will fire. The confidence of this guy is on a different level in this season.
No hesitation right there coming off the pick and roll. His man tried to fight through the screen but was not in time to challenge that shot. He had Quinto open on the left wing.
11-7 our score. Lucero, the cross. Down the middle he goes. Good block. Recovery by Ballesteros. Oh, he goes down. That is not a good sight. He's holding on to his left ankle. The other end, it's Matiliano. Numbers for Muntinlupa. Ballesteros is still down. They kick it out. Engyo with the fake. He will drive, and he's fouled.
And even before that, Carlo Lastimosa was already telling his teammates to commit a foul to be able to stop play right away, as Jason Ballesteros still on the floor here.
Now, in the previous game of Pasig City, he already tweaked his ankle. Ito si Jason Ballesteros. he was able to return, but this doesn't look good. And obviously, when you're as big as Jason Ballesteros, mas masakit ang iyong landing.
That's right. Tweak that left ankle on the way down. That's something that you never want to happen. Especially hindi naman forced yung contact dun. Actually, wala namang contact. He went down on his own momentum.
Now again, this happened in the last game. And he's walking right now, which is a good sign. The question is, will he be able to return once again?
Now for Muntinlupa, this definitely is going to be good for them if Jason Ballesteros doesn't get back into this game, because it evens out the competition on the front court para dito sa Muntinlupa CAGERS right now. With Ballesteros off the court, medyo pareho na yung height nitong dalawang koponan in the front court.
Akala ko, sabihin mo, medyo pareho na yung weight nung Alvin Baichong tsaka nung Ivan Villanueva. Well, that's gonna be a good matchup to see. Right now, they're exchanging smiles at each other.
And they're no strangers to going up against each other. Went up in the NCAA Juniors and Seniors Division. So talagang magkakakilala na yung mga yan.
Pasok na dito si John Katimbuhan para kay John Quinto. We talked about him at the start of this match. Katimbuhan, number 6 in the league in assists per ball game at 5.5, averaging 13.5 points per game as well. Now, as much as we talk about Domar Matiliano having one heck of a season for himself, John Katimbuhan has also made the most out of the opportunity given to him. Now, it's unfortunate that they lost Argel Mendoza due to a knee injury, but Katimbuhan has stepped up.
Definitely, he has embraced the role given to him by Coach Jules Hidalgo, and he has blossomed beautifully para dito sa Muntinlupa CAGERS, emerging as a top point guard para sa kanyang koponan. And his maturity will only continue as the season progresses.
John Katimbuhan, first season in the limelight, as we should say, para sa kanya. 13-7 our score. Second free throw is good for Alvin Baichong. Papasok din dito si Harold Arboleda. Now, this is a good sign for Muntinlupa that we're not seeing that shoulder pad anymore mula kay Harold Arboleda. Remember, when we were in Bataan, he was really tending to that right shoulder, which is his shooting arm, kanyang right arm. Dahil natamaan yan ni Andoy Estrella back when they were in Muntinlupa defending their home court against Sarangani.
Well, Arboleda, he has seemed to find his touch from the field. I think he had 20 points in that game against Zamboanga, was one of the people who really gave them life.
There's a shot clock violation here against Muntinlupa. So that's interesting, no? If you see a healthy Harold Arboleda, Domar Matiliano, and John Katimbuhan rising as stars in the MPBL, and Mac Montilla returning for Muntinlupa, things are getting more interesting for the CAGERS.
Oh, they actually have a very good mix of young guns and veterans. Kaya lang talaga, it's the height in that 4 and 5 positions that have been haunting them. Nahihirapan sila to secure defensive rebounds, and a big reason why they have been struggling to get the W's in this season, as Lucero able to break away for a score.
4 points and 2 layups para kay Nobin Lucero. He trims the lead down to 5 points. Muntinlupa off to a great start, just as what they did versus Zamboanga at Pasig City. Hindi magpapatalo on the other end. Now Pasig, they were toe-to-toe with Bataan in their previous game. You mentioned in the pregame, they're gonna want to separate themselves para hindi na sila kabahan late in this ball game. 15-10 our score. Number 6 in the league in assists. Number 5 in field goal shooting at 47.4%. Number 7 in minutes at 29 minutes per ball game. That's John Katimbuhan.
What a beautiful outing he had in their last match. 17 points and 8 assists to go with a perfect all-around performance at that point guard spot.
Katimbuhan and Muntinlupa looking to snap their 9-game losing streak against Pasig City, who on the other end are looking for their 3rd straight victory. 8 on the shot clock. Arboleda being defended by Peralta. 2-man game. Justin Alano will go to the line.
Just a tad bit too late on the help itong si Alvin Baichong. And Alano aggressive upon catching that basketball, going up strong, draws a foul against Baichong.
You mentioned the lack of big men for the Muntinlupa CAGERS. Because of that, Justin Alano is seeing a lot of minutes as a 4 for the white shirts. Now they do have the likes of Steven Cudal, even Akoy Alves. But if you look at guys like Alano and Alves, they would qualify as small forwards.
That's right.
And Ivan Villanueva is actually a power forward.
Exactly. And, you know, going up against the players in the league who really play naturally at that position, that's something that has really been challenging para sa kanila.
Katimbuhan, good defense by Peralta. Recovery by Alano, and then it's stolen away by Melano. Lucero, crossover. That's a beautiful move from the point guard.
Look one way, the hesitation, and then the crossover to create separation. Boy, this kid is just super fast.
Making the most out of the opportunity given to him by the basketball gods. A turnover now. Pasig looking to trim down this lead. It's 12-16. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Robbie Manalang against that zone. They swing it to the left. Then on the shot clock. Lucero, bounce pass. Melano turning around. Ball tapped away. He recovers. Melano could not score. And now, the referee will point Muntinlupa's way.
Well, Muntinlupa lucky that they got that possession right there to swing to their side. But you saw, etong si Peralta almost got his own miss.
Yes, that crossover at the last second by Nobin Lucero. Able to trick the defense and score a layup. Now he's defending back Montilla. Pass inside. It's off of Pasig. Papasok dito si Ryan Costello.
That was too much of a tight situation right there. Mac Montilla trying to locate his big man underneath.
Pass inside. That's a beautiful play, but a sorry miss by Ivan Villanueva. Other end we go. Pass too high. Justin Alano on the run. They have the numbers, but no spacing for Muntinlupa. Inside they go. Beautiful recovery by Katimbuhan, locating Harold Arboleda.
The court vision for this kid just keeps getting better and better.
Peralta. Short, but he is that go-to shooter for Pasig City. 18-12. Villanueva on the chase, just losing space.
A good intention right there by Mac Montilla, just not great execution on that pass. Here's that feed by Katimbuhan, finding Arboleda underneath, unmolested.
18-12. Peralta, no foul by Chong. They go to Melano, and finally he scores.
Muntinlupa has to do a better job of putting in the effort on the boards. That's just not going to cut it. And you're going up against Jason Melano, who is very hyperactive on the glass.
Melano is number 5 in the league in rebounding at 10.2 per ball game. Pass inside. Now this interior passing of Muntinlupa has been on point.
Yeah, and ito si Katimbuhan, he has done it successfully this season. Drawing the defense because he is such a threat also in scoring the basketball when he attacks that painted area.
Miss here by Pasig City to end the first quarter. Muntinlupa off to a great start, just like they did versus Zamboanga. But the question is, can they hold on? It's 20-14 after 1.
6-point lead here para dito sa CAGERS. Excellent start para sa kanila, but I do feel that they still have more to put on, especially on the defensive end. They have allowed Pasig a lot of easy shots, especially from guys like Nobby Lucero, able to successfully get inside incursions. But it has been a total team effort para dito sa Muntinlupa. CAGERS, 6 assists in that period alone. So definitely a good start para sa kanilang kupunan in this game.
You're still tuned in to OKBet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Pasig is no stranger to playing games that go down the wire para sa season na ito. Pero para kay Coach Ogie Gumatay, a win is a win. Hindi kailangang malaki ang lamang. Na magkaroon ng window ang mga teams magpalakas, most of them took it. Coach Ogie highly appreciate that there's a collective effort from the team and the guards are stepping up in absence of Jun Manso. The assist percentage is improving, meaning they're sharing the ball and chemistry is apparent. Nabanggit din ni Coach Ogie na malaki ang naitutulong ni Jason Ballesteros, ang sinasabi niya pinakamatangkad sa ating liga at 6'7", lalo na sa depensa. But in the previous instance, iniinda ni Jason na kaliwang ankle niya pero hindi naman daw ganun kasakit dahil he previously took a pain reliever para sa kanyang right ankle sprain. Ngayon daw na ma-manage pa niya yung pain, iti-tape lang daw and we'll see if he can get back on the floor. Balik sa inyo.
Alright, so that's actually a good sign para kay Jason Ballesteros as Kantimbuhan makes the first basket of the second. Now obviously you do not want both of your ankles getting hurt here in the MPBL. And we would hope that he will be able to come back in this game. I mentioned to Sheila, Ballesteros is the tallest player in the league. He is also the #1 shot blocker in the MPBL at 1.7 per ball game.
Rightfully so, and you saw the first quarter field goal story on your screen. Muntinlupa able to hold Pasig to just 33% shooting in that opening period. I mean, for all the remarks that I made that Muntinlupa still has more na maibubuga dun sa kanilang defense and sa kanilang rebounding, you still have to give credit to the way they were able to limit Pasig in that first quarter.
Now, Sheila also talked about the passing of Pasig City. They had 2 assists. Muntinlupa had 6. So, it's a good sign for the CAGERS. Question is, can Pasig City bounce back? Again, they are no strangers to ups and downs here in the MPBL. Last 5 games have been settled by less than 5 points. 22 to 16, our score now. Press, broken up. Almost a turnover. Risky pass by Alano. It ends up with Arboleda looking very confident with that arm, and he makes a 3.
It really doesn't seem that that shoulder is still bothering him. Good stroke right there from the outside, galing kay Harold Arboleda.
Arboleda just yelling instructions to keep that zone intact for Muntinlupa. They almost get a stop. Peralta's wide open and he makes the pay.
It has been great shooting so far this season para kay Tonton Peralta. Leave him open like that, that is almost an automatic basket.
The other end, Villanueva thought about it. He needs a teammate. Hand off to Kantimbuhan. 25 to 19. Arboleda looking for back-to-back. Too strong. He gets the board. On to Ivan. Shot clock reads 10. 2-man game. Kantimbuhan. Inside they go. Kick out. Montilla lost space. He stepped at the sideline.
Patient attack offensively para sa Muntinlupa. Kaya lang Mac Montilla just running out of real estate on that pass from the left corner. But still a 6-point advantage here for the CAGERS.
Ryan Costello magbababa ng bola. Joining him are Tonton Peralta, Jason Milano, Alvin Baichong, and Tyrone Chan. Tall lineup here for Pasig City. Peralta, no good. Milano gets the board. That's what he's good at. Just couldn't control it.
And that's the beauty of having a guy like Tyrone Chan. When you use a tall lineup with Jason Milano on the floor, pwede mong ilagay si Tyrone Chan at the 3 spot because of his prowess shooting the ball from the outside, and that's exactly what happened on that past offensive set.
Muntinlupa working with Kantimbuhan. Koy Alves now inside. he will be fouled. Kasama niya si Ivan Villanueva, Mac Montilla, and Harold Arboleda.
Lousy foul given up there by Pasig City. Already 2 players challenging that shot. They could have avoided that instance, but Alves will be working for his shot here. Two free throws coming up.
Ito yung pinag-usapan natin in the first quarter. Koy Alves used as a 4 but can't qualify as a 3. Nagulat tayong lahat. Started this season when he showed us a crossover from beyond the 3-point line. Oh, he has those moves. As this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Back with that zone. Alvin Baichong, 9 on the shot clock. Good matchup against Villanueva. No basket. And a baseline inbound for Pasig City. Papasok dito si Jesper Bautista para kay Alvin Baichong.
Take what the defense is giving you, and that's exactly what Baichong did on that occasion. Kaya lang kinapush siya dun sa kanyang hook shot.
Baseline, here's Costello. Balik kay Peralta. That's a design play. Just too strong. Melano. Again, that's his specialty.
Crashing the boards, cleaning up the mess. Jason Melano, always willing to do the dirty job para sa kanyang koponan.
Jason Melano, also number 9 in the league in field goal shooting at 46%. Harold Arboleda showing us that he can also be efficient from the field.
Good defense, but just better offense. Galing dito kay Harold Arboleda.
29-21, a foul. That's against John Cantibuan. And he even apologizes to Javi Palanya for that. That's a first. Usually, you show that finger to your bench, to the referees, but not to a commentator. Take a look at some replays. Now it's Peralta missing from 3. Rebound Koy Alves.
I'm not really sure why he wanted to say sorry to me. Wala namang binilin sa kanya before this game.
He just wants you to give praise to him all game long. A miss from Cantimbuhan. Costello looking ahead. Ryan Costello, hook shot, in and out. Melano with another board, basket, and 1.
Muntinlupa, they have players in that area to try and go for that board. Kaya lang, they're not trying hard enough, and Jason Melano once again out hustling those CAGERS players on the floor. Look at that. Arboleda, Alves, and even Montilla was in the vicinity. But Melano, the lone Pasig City player in that area, still came up with the offensive rebound.
That's the 4th rebound of Jason Melano. And now another sprained ankle here. It's time for Tyrone Chan. This is after Jason Ballesteros tweaked his left ankle in the first quarter.
One less big body and one less shooter para kay Coach Ogie Gumatay. We do hope that Tyrone will be A-okay and still be able to come back on the floor.
You know, we hate to say this, but we did talk about Muntinlupa having a mismatch inside. Now the basketball gods have evened things out. No? But again, we do not want injuries happening here in the MPBL, and we wish for the speedy recoveries of Jason Ballesteros and Tyrone Chan. 29-23. 6 minutes and 20 before halftime. Here's Domark Matiliano. Handoff. Screen up top. Cantimbuhan. Shot clock reads 10. Villanueva. They give it to Domark. Down to 5 seconds. Villanueva fakes and drives. Layup is short. Rebound belongs to Pasig City. Bautista gives up a screen. Robbie Manalang. Another try. They swing it over. Carlo Lastimosa. That's short. Couple of misses here. Then the other end we go. Oh, good block. But there's a foul against Costello.
I'm not really sure about that, Migs. It seemed that Costello got all basketball. Let's look at that again. Villanueva thought he was free underneath, but Costello coming out of nowhere to slap that ball.
And that happened in front of the Pasig bench as well. That's why they were all pumped up to argue with the referee. But Ivan Villanueva will surely take it. First free throw is good. 7-point lead for the Muntinlupa CAGERS. Off to a great start once again, much like what they showed us against Zamboanga. And again against Nueva Ecija, they stuck with the Rice Vanguards till the very end. They were giving us scares whether or not they could beat Nueva Ecija in Batangas. Timeout tayo dito. 8-point lead for the CAGERS. Today we are in San Juan. Tomorrow we will be in Pasig. But on Monday and on Tuesday we will be in General Santos City for the first time in your 2022 MPBL season for Quezon City versus Bacoor. And then the Jensen Warriors hosting against the Bacolod Bingo Plus. And then in the next day, shuffle lang po tayo ng ating mga koponan. Bacoor will be challenging Jensen. And it's Bacolod versus QC in the first game of September 6. Now let's go to Sheila Salaysay.
The CAGERS need a win to inject life into their playoff hopes pero nananatiling malaking katanungan para sa kanila bakit hindi nagiging pabor ang resulta ng laro kahit maganda ang simula at tinatakbo ng game. Coach Jules Hidalgo mentioned they lack discipline and composure towards the game. Sometimes a big break of the opponent is a big blow to them. Medyo mabait daw sila dahil sa opportunities na binibigay sa kalaban. Playing against Pasig, their preparation was more intense. Kailangan doblihin o triplihin pa ang sipag. Be patient on executing offense, especially on the last part of the game. Mason Javi?
And this is game number 13 for the Muntinlupa CAGERS. They're just 8 games away from finishing their season. And currently, they are number 9 in the playoff picture of the South Division. That means they're going to have to rack up those wins if they even want to qualify in the playoffs.
Exactly, makes that division really very competitive. A lot of the teams in the middle of that pack not yet assured of the current standing that they are in. So still a lot for grabs as we go into the playoffs.
They're going to want to begin today. And this would mean, or this would be a big booster for Muntinlupa if they win against the number 3 seeded team in the North Division, Pasig City, as Lucero misses a layup. What a forward pass by Harold Arboleda, locating Kantimbuhan. And then the recovery by Lucero, just tapping that ball away. So it will be a baseline inbound for the CAGERS.
Oh, you could just admire the energy nitong Pasig City, not giving up on plays that normally other teams would have given up on. That could have been an easy 2 points para sa Muntinlupa CAGERS. But itong Pasig City just refusing to give an inch, making the CAGERS bleed for their points. But still an 8-point lead ang hinahabol nila dito.
Baseline inbound. Madera, they go to Arboleda. Harold Arboleda is just looking very smooth and confident on the floor, which wasn't the case a couple of games back with his shoulder injury. But there's a charge here against Steven Codal. You see the reaction by Jason Milano.
Natawa na lang si Jason dun eh.
31-23. Lucero onto Manalang. Wide open. Rare miss right there from Robbie Manalang. Forward pass. That's way too easy for Muntinlupa.
Well, for all their efforts in the past, how many possessions, not giving up on the play. Nobody going down in transition to stop that attack.
33-23. Manalang onto Lastimosa. Catch and fire. No good. Muntinlupa really challenging those shots of Pasig City. Unfortunately, they give up a rebound and a putback.
So once again, offensive rebound para dito sa Pasig City. This time, it's Lester Tamayo getting the board over Madera and getting the N1 opportunity. Once again, not able to secure the defensive rebound itong Muntinlupa. And for me, like we mentioned earlier, Migs, they don't have much of an excuse in giving these extra possessions up.
First free throw, or bonus free throw, is a miss. The lead is still 8 points, 33-25, under 4 minutes here in the second frame. Pasig now, a zone of their own. Matiliano will fire. Too strong. Rebound, Engyo. Second chance opportunities being given up for both of our teams. 6 on the shot clock. Cross court. Matiliano will try again. This time he makes it.
Now breaking into double digits with 10. You leave him open like that, especially on the second try. Scorers like Matiliano will definitely capitalize on it.
Domar Matiliano well on pace to surpass his season average of 17.7. Here he is again. Sidestep, pass at the last second. Good recovery by Kantibuhan. And Muntinlupa will slow things down.
A little bit sloppy on that fast break attempt.
Kantibuhan, tough layup. He's blocked by Tabayo. The other end we go. Lucero, again, dancing with it. Layup was just too strong. Back and forth we go. Arboleda, kick out. Kantibuhan, mid-range shot. Wala pa rin. Ooh, that's a dangerous situation right there.
Oh, wow. Did he just hit his head, Mix?
From what I saw, it was the upper back that landed first. And then, of course, nag-ricochet yung kanyang ulo. And you saw it in his eyes that it was going to be a painful fall. We all knew it. Now, we're going to hope that he's going to be okay.
Yeah, there was really no way for him to stop that landing. At wala rin naman makakasalo sa kanya at that point because Lucero was not in a position to break that fall. We really do hope that he's okay and that nothing serious happened. That was really something na ayaw na natin nangyayari dito sa ating mga laro.
Now, a couple of months ago, the same thing happened to Jason Apolonio in Pampanga in the last seconds of their ball game. And he was unable to walk for a couple of days. Now, obviously, we do not want the same thing happening to Eugene Madera. At sinabihan din si Nobin Lucero ni Harold Arboleda, pabayaan mo na. They were sure na hindi naman sinasadya ni Nobin yun.
Oh yeah, definitely. They were just battling for that rebound. We're glad to see Madera on his feet right now, but obviously still a little shackled.
And a sportsmanlike foul is called against Lucero. Okay, we need to say this. Madera is walking right now, which is obviously a good sign. But these things are fueled by adrenaline.
Yes.
The same thing happened to Jason Apolonio. He was stretchered out. He was still able to move a little bit. But as soon as he was in the ambulance, dun siya nagsimulang bumaba na yung adrenaline niya. And he needed 3 days of rest in the hospital before he could move. Obviously, this is a better sight na nakakapaglakad si Eugene Madera mag-isa. But we need to keep track of him. And we want to make sure that he's going to be okay. See the hard fall once more. You could see it in his eyes. How scary that fall was.
It was pretty imminent already. Para dun kay Madera. And for that sportsmanlike foul called on Lucero, is that really the intention that is judged upon when referees decide to make this call? But instead, you know, the action, pag may mangyaring dehado talaga dun sa offensive player, our referees definitely have the jurisdiction to call that unsportsmanlike foul, even if di mo sinasadya.
Now, unfortunately for Muntinlupa, the free throws were not converted by Ivan Villanueva. Nevertheless, it's an 11-point lead for the white shirts. Matiliano with a fake. That's a beautiful move. Just couldn't get that basket. And now it's Robbie Manalang with the basketball, working with Carlo Lastimosa on the fast break.
Since the opening three-pointer that he had in that first quarter, Carlo has struggled. And this 2 points might just help build his confidence back up as Engyo answers back with a deuce of his own.
What a first half this has been for the Muntinlupa CAGERS, exhibiting a different kind of confidence. And look at their lineup right now. Very flexible players who can stretch from 1 to 4 with Mac Montilla, Harold Arboleda, Biboy Engyo, and Domer Quatiliano. And they have their big guy, Ivan Villanueva, playing the 5.
They actually mix. They actually have very good size in the guard and wing spot. Kaya lang talaga nagkakatalo lang talaga dun sa 4 and 5 positions para dito sa Muntinlupa CAGERS.
I want to give you a hypothetical here. Can you imagine Jason Ballesteros with Muntinlupa?
Oh, that's crazy. That's really gonna be a definite upside para sa kanila and would solve a lot of their problems.
A very tall center, and then these athletic guard forwards will be fun to see. Unfortunately, kalaban nila ngayon si Jason Ballesteros is 38-29. Montiliano. They go to Mac Montilla. Montilla had 17 points in their previous game. Patiliano again. What a first half this guy has had.
13 points in the game. Ito si Domer Quatiliano. He is on pace for a great career game in this one.
It's 41-29. Carlo Lastimosa answering back. Birthday boy has something to say about it. 8 points in the ball game for the 32-year-old Carlo Lastimosa. Handoff. Patiliano onto Arboleda. 7 on the shot clock. They go to Montilla. Down to 4 seconds. Manalang looking to hound Patiliano, but he couldn't stop him. This guy's on fire. Domer Patiliano's up to 15 points in the first half. Peralta on the other end. Short. Rebound tapped away in favor of Muntinlupa.
And his output really just bringing his team to a cushion that they have been able to maintain in this first half. Pasig City still looking for answers in how to counteract this offensive juggernaut nitong Muntinlupa. Timeout muna tayo dito. 43-32 is the count.
Back here in the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan, Migs Gomez, Javi Palanya, and Sheila Salaysay at your service. Right now, it's Pasig versus Muntinlupa. Later on, the San Juan Knights will be defending their home court against Kid Jimenez and the Sarangani Marlins. There's a 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Mac Montilla working with Ivan Villanueva. Inside they go. Beautiful feed. Good cut. Arboleda did not even bother shoot that basketball anymore. And that's 2 free throws for him.
Very good passing right there to be able to locate that opportunity for Arboleda underneath.
What a performance this has been for Muntinlupa in the first half.
Everybody really stepping up para sa kanila. May not be in the scoring, but the assists really have been on point para sa kanila. 15 assists in this first half alone. And look at that, the numbers of Arboleda in this game. Great all-around performance. 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He's on pace to get a triple-double. Marcy Arellano, look out as Alvin Baichong scores inside. One more free throw coming in here with 1.6 seconds to go.
This is something I feel like Pasig City has not been able to do, or exploit rather, in this first half. Their advantage at the post, Alvin Baichong, still the taller center against Ivan Villanueva. And even if Ivan can match up with the heft, Baichong still having that slight height advantage, able to get up shots despite the defense.
6 points for Alvin Baichong. He trims the lead down to 9. Forward pass, almost intercepted. And that's going to do it. Muntinlupa will hold on to a 9-point lead here. You mentioned 16 assists in the first half alone. And we saw the prowess that they have because of the depth that we're now seeing. Ngayon at gumaling na yung kanilang mga manlalaro.
Yeah, and this guy has been at the forefront of this great execution here in the first half nito Muntinlupa CAGERS. The top scorer ng kanilang koponan, really being a good example para sa kanyang mga teammates. It's really showing everybody that they want to get this victory, an all-important one para sa kanila.
9-point lead for the Muntinlupa CAGERS. They are number 9 in the South Division. Looking to snap their 9-game losing streak. That's a big magic number for Muntinlupa. Ngayon, kasama na ni Sheila Salaysay si Domar Matiliano.
Domar, natapos yung first half natin, 35-44 lamang kayo. Ano sa tingin mo yung magandang ginagawa ng team nyo?
Yung share the ball namin, yung pinapaikot namin yung bola. Kumbaga nagbigayan kami lahat.
How will you take advantage itong kalamangan ninyo at 16 points ka na first 2 quarters pa lang?
Back to 0 lang kami sa second half. Yun lang gagawin namin. Tapos focus lang ulit. Kailangan lahat mag-step up.
Maraming salamat. Good luck, Domar. And don't go anywhere. Our halftime interviews pagkatapos nitong messages natin dito sa Okay Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball Team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon.
Kayo pa rin ay nakatutok.
4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL!
Kayo pa rin ay nakatutok sa Okay Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. And for this halftime, makakasama ko ang team manager ng Muntinlupa CAGERS, Sir Tristan Tahan. Sir, magandang gabi. You are in control of the game after the first 2 quarters. Paano yung sisiguraduhin na magiging pabor ang resulta sa inyo?
Actually, especially yung last game nga namin, we were in control in the first half. But, syempre, bilog ang bola, nag-a-adjust yung mga team. So, this time, we practice na mas i-anticipate namin lahat na magiging adjustment.
You've had close matches yung mga previous games ninyo, pero ano sa tingin mo yung factor para masustain itong kalamangan towards the end?
Siguro we just have to trust our system. Marami naman nakakita na pag maganda yung sistema namin, pag tumatama yung mga plays namin, we can really execute and we can really win ball games. Siguro yung masustain lang namin yun yung consistency.
Kung may mga babatiin kayo, sir, go ahead.
Oh, of course, binabati ko po lahat ng mga taga Muntinlupa. Maraming salamat po sa suporta. Ang aming Mayor, Rufy Biazon, our Congressman, Boss Aya, Boss Jem, Sir Oscar, Ma'am Alma, and of course, Consel Lester Baez, and to my family, my mom and dad, and to my kids, Basti, Jacob, and Lucas.
Thank you so much and good luck, Sir Tristan Tahan. He is the team manager of Muntinlupa CAGERS. Ngayon, bago natin puntahan ang second half, balikan muna natin muli ang ating top 10 plays of the week.
Turnover. Here's Nermal. Slams it home. Tie game at 15. Highlight of that first period was this breakaway slam. Galing kay John Nermal.
Couple of movements off the ball. Great steal by Judel Fuentes. One guy to beat. Fuentes is fouled. Basket and one. It's something you can copy. He was ahead already. He creates contact and uses the momentum of the defenders of Valoria. I remember Jason Kidd was a master of this move. You think he would go straight for the layup, then he would stop on a dime, force the contact. No foul.
That's a poor shot. A lot of defense right there.
Torado slithering his way through. Oh, what a layup by Chris Torado.
Smallest guy on the floor, making the biggest basket yet for his team. Look at that, in and out, the dribble, and getting it.
Takbo sa kabila, 3-on-3, Mitchell minus. Pass at the last second to Reyes.
Ang nagpanik itong si Mitchell minus upon receiving the pass. Galing kay MJ Garcia and had the right sense of mind to drop it off to his big man, Ernest.
Created by Orlan Mamar. But that backside defense of a nice swing by Valoria. It salutes the crowd and forces another timeout, the last one I believe, to 2 points. Look at this one, Cookies. What a steal. And then the fake. Took his time, tinignan pa si Mojica as he was going down, and he puts it in for 2 as we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OK Bet. Own the win. Ilagay na sa top 10 yan. Oh, automatic. Pag-uusapan na lang kung anong number. The kick, Jimenez, fake, drive, there's the lift, and Jimenez makes the basket. The fake, then the strong drive, and the 2 points para sa kanya. Kid Jimenez, more numbers for him. Number 1 in the league in fouls received per game, 5.4. That's how I look at it.
Itong si Aaron Naruta getting 2 points to tie this game at 41 apiece.
Archie Concepcion! How he put that one in, I don't know. What a shot.
That was over 3 Bacolod defenders.
It's a hand kind move. Ang hirap eh. That's falling down already.
That looked to have been 3 seconds in the air.
Nag-online class. Ito si Archie Concepcion. Cabana, Tulang. That's taken away by Concepcion. Archie!
There you go. There they are.
Archie Concepcion. Defense to offense in the blink of an eye. He will not be denied right here with a beautiful sidestep and the left-handed scoop over Nermal. A very capable defender, but on the break, it's just difficult to stop Archie Concepcion. Runs into trouble. I lost it. La Grama. Garcia. 11 points for MJ Garcia. And more importantly, that's the go-ahead basket. Popping La Grama, always on the lookout for a teammate. And MJ Garcia sailing in for the deuce right here. Pampanga is on top. 5 seconds to go.
Watch out for Apinan at the free throw line. Maybe get some screens and pop out. There's the pop out. There's the drive to the left. Dexter Apinan, he puts it in! You knew it. 1.3 to go. No more timeouts for San Juan. 70-69. Fuentes will try to win it. Fuentes puts it up! And Batangas survives on the road. A 1-point victory against the San Juan Knights. And Dexter Apinan delivers the game-winning basket. It was a clear out for Dexter didn't get a screen. Right here, it was a simple clear out. He popped out. And right there, that's that closeout error. Putting Apinan and going strong to his left hand. Worse, nobody meeting him at the rim. We talked about this. And look at Apinan quickly going to his strong side and finishing for the game-winning shot for Batangas. That was the exact play that you said. Halftime between Muntinlupa and Pasig City. Currently, it is a 9-point lead for the CAGERS. Their biggest lead was 12 points. Pasig City, they have been trailing for most of this basketball game. And Muntinlupa has shown us a different level of their depth in this game. Nakita natin, nagsama-sama na sina Domark Matiliano, Harold Arboleda, Mac Montilla, and B-Boy Engyo. 4 players who are definitely very talented at the wing position for the CAGERS.
Well, you could really see the sense of urgency coming from Muntinlupa in this game. This is a win that they definitely need to bag to improve their chances of making the playoffs. Still a lot more to happen in this season, but with 8 games left to go, this is something that they need to secure right here, right now. This is a golden opportunity para sa kanila, and they would have learned from the lessons that they got in their close matches against Nueva Ecija and Zamboanga. So right now, maintain the lead and make sure that they prevent any sort of run galing dito sa Pasig City. Alam naman natin na third quarter is always the deciding factor in games like this. Hindi naman masyado malaki ang kalamangan dito. It's just an 11-point advantage going into the second half. It's still a lot more para sa Pasig City to be able to get back into this game. But like I said earlier, the third quarter will be very crucial para dito sa parehong koponan. Numbers on your screen from that first half. Blistering start here for the CAGERS, 45% from the field. The assists, really, we mentioned this during the first half mix, on full display. Total team effort para sa kanilang koponan. Rebounds, +2 dyan ang Muntinlupa, but Pasig was able to lord it over on the offensive glass, getting 11 offensive rebounds, which they converted into 11 second chance points. Kaya naman hindi masyadong malayo ang kalamangan dito ng Muntinlupa. So still a lot more chances para sa kanila to get back into this game.
See the numbers on your screen. Obviously, Muntinlupa looking good. Domark Matiliano looking good with 15 points. Harold Arboleda has 9. A total of 9 players have scored for the CAGERS. On the other end, it's the birthday boy, Carlo Lasdimosa, leading with 8 points para sa Pasig City. But they're going to want more production from their team if they want to pull off their third straight victory here in the MPBL. Muntinlupa, on the other end, very much motivated to win this game as they currently have a 9-game losing streak to their name. Now, what's interesting here, to add as one of the storylines, is the injuries. Because nakita natin in the first quarter, Jason Ballesteros tweaked his left ankle just after he tweaked his right ankle in the previous game. Right now, he's looking good. He will start the third quarter. There's another guy who tweaked his ankle. It's Tyrone Chan in the second quarter. We're going to find out whether or not he will be able to return later on. But he doesn't seem to be at the bench right now of Pasig City. And lastly, which is the toughest injury that we saw so far, it was Eugene Madera falling straight to his back after he got tangled up with Nobin Lucero in the first half. Obviously, it was a scare. It's always a scare when we see a player fall down to his back and then hitting his head as well on the hard wood. We're gonna hear later on from Sheila Salaysay. Let's see kung ano yung magiging update natin sa mga manlalarong ito. Right now, we begin the third quarter. Again, the score is 44-35. Nobin Lucero with the leaner. No good. Ballesteros is back. He gives up the ball. Malalang with another miss. Another chance here for Pasig City. Jason Milano getting the start in the third quarter alongside this guy, Tonton Peralta. But a couple of misses for the blue shirts. On the other end, it's B-Boy Engyo running the floor. Offensive rebounding working for Muntinlupa. Just couldn't convert. Engyo is being joined by Matiliano, Arboleda, Montilla, and Villanueva. The same five that we noticed in the first half kung saan nagsama-sama yung kanilang mga versatile swingmen. Milano, beautiful fake. He's fouled by Engyo.
On the other end, the defense once again para sa Pasig City, refusing to give an inch. Could have been an automatic 2 points by B-Boy Engyo, but the blue shirts coming down on defense, not giving up on the play and blocking the shot. Sa kabila naman, once again, yung sipag nila and led by this guy, si Jason Milano, getting a chance at points as he gets the first free throw here.
Jason Milano in the first half, staying aggressive for Pasig City with 6 points and 7 rebounds. Second free throw is good. Mapasok si Justin Alano para palitan si B-Boy Engyo. Lead is 7 points. Very interesting here how Muntinlupa will go ahead with its rotation. Again, this is the first time that we're seeing them at 100% health-wise. Back Montilla was bothered by a leg injury at the start of this season. Did not play for most of their games. Harold Arboleda came off a shoulder injury, now giving it off to Ivan Villanueva.
Arboleda finding himself matched up against Lucero at the post. Backed him down, and then Villanueva cutting down underneath. Great find right there by Harold.
Now, we have to keep track of Harold Arboleda because he's on his way to a triple-double here. Babantayan natin yan. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists in the first half alone. Ivan Villanueva with back-to-back baskets.
Well, when you can get a guy like Ivan Villanueva, those kinds of buckets, that means your team is really performing very well on the floor. Nakakahawa na yung mga nagagawa ng mga teammates niya.
So right now, how do you feel about this Muntinlupa squad? Are things looking a lot more promising for the team because of this performance?
Well, you would think that coming from games like the one against Nueva Ecija and the one against Zamboanga City, where they were really competitive and in fact held the lead for a big part of that match, of those matches rather, you would think that they already have learned their lessons from those games and carried it all over to this match wherein they really need to secure a victory to be able to improve their chances of making the playoffs. Right now, they hold the third longest losing streak so far in the MPBL, just behind Makati and Mindoro.
Now, to your point, the third quarter again against Zamboanga, they lost by 15 points. Right now, they're off to a good start here in the second half. They get another stop. Chance for them to extend the lead to double figures. Here's Harold Arboleda, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists to his name. The only person who has scored triple-doubles in this season is Marcy Arellano, fresh off another one last Tuesday in Bataan. Montilla, 3-point shot is good.
Now, this is something that they have been missing in their first few games of the season. Wala talaga sila masyadong outside gunner, and Mac Montilla, definitely a dead shot from outside country.
Remember, a couple of games back in Bataan as Manalang misses a 3. We were even talking about Vincent Alba needing to be the guy to shoot those 3s and make them for Muntinlupa. Ivan Villanueva, he's trying out to be a shooter and he converts one.
Had a little bit of hesitation when he looked up at the basket, but Ballesteros just refused to go near that shot. And finally, Ivan went up for it, and got the bucket. Here's that three-pointer by Mac Montilla. 6-0 blast in the past couple of possessions para dito sa Muntinlupa CAGERS, which forces the hand of Coach Ogie Gumatay to call a ceasefire here. 54-40.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulong ng mundo, maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Next up here in the Piloil Eco Oil Center, the Sarangani Marlins in town to challenge the San Juan Knights dito sa kanilang home court. That's going to be an interesting ball game. Kit Jimenez and company looking to hand San Juan their 7th loss of the season. Obviously, a lot of playoff implications. San Juan currently number 5 in the North Division. Couple of games just separating their team to the others in that North Division. The other end, Sarangani, number 3 in the South, tied with Zamboanga. They want to get back as the number 2 seeded team in their division. Pero sa ngayon, it's Muntinlupa versus Pasig. Alvin Baichong making a basket inside, ending that run of the CAGERS.
Yeah, and I would like Pasig to continue to dump the ball on over to Alvin Baichong and milk that matchup. But Villanueva is not backing down here. Another basket, this time from the perimeter.
We're back at it again with that matchup between Ivan Villanueva and Alvin Baichong. Jason Milano onto Robbie Manalang. Fake, tapped away, recovered by Baichong. And there's a foul.
See, that really forces the hand of Muntinlupa to really clamp down on Alvin Baichong. And when that happens, Baichong has an opportunity to kick it out to his open shooters, which Pasig City has a lot of.
Substitutions here. Kantimbuan and Alves checking back in, as we also check back in to Miss Sheila Salaysay.
Coach Ogie Gumatay's reminder from the beginning is to not underestimate the opponent. They need to share the ball, find the open man, at tiyagain ang opensa. Kailangan mas maging agresibo sa depensa. Jason Ballesteros is back on the floor, but Byron Chan is sitting out for the remaining of the quarter. Para naman sa CAGERS, hindi pa din dapat maging complacent. Mahaba pa ang laro at huwag magpabaya. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Sheila. Again, a lot at stake for these two teams. Not only is it the birthday of Carlo Lastimosa, but playoff implications present for Muntinlupa and Pasig City. Ivan Villanueva, what a third quarter it has been for him.
You saw Domark Matiliano carry the cudgels for the CAGERS in that first half primarily. But ngayon si Ivan Villanueva, siya naman ang nagbe-bear ng torch para dito sa CAGERS.
Tonton Peralta answering back for Pasig City. We're trading baskets. He's up to 6 points, but Ivan Villanueva has 15, 11 of them coming here in the third. Mac Montilla, he will miss. Rebound Peralta. Lead is 10. Manalang, back to Peralta. Catch and fire. Short. Rebound Milano. Second try. Short again. Sorry, miss is coming in from Pasig.
Sigh of relief there para sa Muntinlupa. 3 CAGERS players in that area, still allowing Milano that rebound as Alves gets that 2 points underneath. Beautiful find by Ivan Villanueva.
Ivan Villanueva adding to the assist spree of Muntinlupa. That's his first in the ball game. But that is assist number 23 in total for the CAGERS. Now it's basket and one. Tonton Peralta looking red on his face. Very aggressive here in the third.
Yeah, and he seems to be wanting to match that color that he has right now of his body in getting buckets. Had a three-pointer earlier. Now, a three-point play the old-fashioned way para kay Tonton Peralta.
Nakita nyo, namumula siya. His face is burning red.
And that's kind of weird because the aircon here in the San Juan Arena really very cold.
Maybe that's how hot he is right now. And he's scoring at will for Pasig City. 60 to 51 our score. Pasig hindi nagpapatalo. Biggest lead is 12 points. Katimbuhan. Double cross down the middle. That's a walk.
Kind of forced that drive there to si Troy Katimbuhan. That's going to be a rare turnover in this quarter para sa Muntinlupa.
In this quarter, Muntinlupa has scored 16. Same goes for Pasig City. 9-point lead being retained. Lastimosa on the leaner. That's good. Now he's up to 10 points.
Silent production so far para dito kay Carlo Lastimosa. Kailangan mas maramdaman yung scoring dito ni Carlo.
Especially if he wants a win on his birthday. Under 3.5 minutes in the third. Matiliano. Domark's gonna fire. Too strong. Rebound Montilla. Nadulas ang bola, but they recover. Katimbuhan. Another offensive board. Scramble now. Peralta has it, and Manalang recovers. 4 bodies on the floor. 3-on-3 action. Lastimosa will fire off to the right. The other end we go. Katimbuhan. And there's a foul against Tamayo.
Well, unfortunate incident on the past few instances para dito sa Pasig City. But we see here this 3-point shot by Tonton Peralta.
That 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Tonton Peralta, 9 points in this ball game. 6 points coming here in this third quarter. Katimbuhan at the line. Free throw is good. Again, he's averaging 13.5 points, 5.5 assists, and 1.5 steals per ball game. Lead back up to 9. That has been the range in this basketball game. There are 3 minutes here in the third. Costello, swing it over. Tonton Peralta. Short, rebound Tamayo. Second try is too strong. Another rebound comes in para kay Harold Arboleda. Here's Harold. 14 on the shot clock. Handoff, Batiliano. Will this be another assist? It will be for Harold Arboleda.
That's already assist number 6 para kay Harold in this game to go with his 11 rebounds and 9 points.
And it's 18 points for Domark Batiliano. Almost another board para kay Arboleda. It ends up with Peralta. Another miss from him. But he has had his looks here in the third frame.
Yeah, and Pasig has been able to generate a lot of extra possessions. Muntinlupa just very lucky that the blue shirts are not able to capitalize on those second and third chance opportunities.
Foul here on the floor. That's going to go against Ryan Costello.
Holding foul on number 4, Ryan Costello. That is
third foul against Ryan Costello. Again, Pasig is playing without June Manzo. That's why extended minutes have been given to Novin Lucero and Ryan Costello. And actually, magandang timing din. Since nawala si June Manzo, dun bumalik si Carlo Lastimosa. Arboleda. Again, he has 6 assists, 9 points as well. Pass to Katimbuhan. Step back. No good. 2 guys on the floor. It's Tamayo and Kudal. They're still tangled up. The other end is Lastimosa. Too strong. Rebound Milano. Basket and 1.
Once again, Jason Milano able to end up with the rock on that possession. Muntinlupa already seemed to have control of the basketball. Kaya lang nagagawan pa sa bola itong si Alves and Arboleda, which prompted the tap to go to Jason Milano. Now at the line for an end one opportunity.
10 points and 10 rebounds so far for Jason Milano. He's averaging 15 and 10 in the season. Patuloy ang kanyang magandang nilalaro for Pasig City. 65-56. Under 80 seconds here in the third. Matiliano, 18 points to his name. Bounce pass inside. Steven Godal, he loves that matchup.
He knew it, that when he gets that basketball in a position as deep as that one, alam niya na kaya niyang mamain itong si Lester Tamayo. And that is exactly what he did. Going up strong, gets the foul, 2 points, and 1 opportunity para dito kay Steven Godal.
They have been going at it for the past couple of possessions as this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Free throw is too strong. It's 67-56, 1 minute remaining here in the third. Milano, onto Lastimosa. Pull up. There's the bounce for Carlo Lastimosa.
12 points now in the game para sa kanya. He needs to do so much more para sa kanyang koponan.
Balik tayo kay Harold Arboleda. Going right, almost a steal. Good hands by Lucero. Forward pass, Lastimosa. One guy to beat. That's an easy layup.
We're very happy that there is the pep in the step back dito sa laro ni Carlo Lastimosa. 14 points now in this game and looking very comfortable on that hardwood. Here's that jumper. Got that separation, and despite the defense was able to knock it down. And on the other end, next possession, cherry pickings para kay Carlo Lastimosa. 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for your MPBL Friday. Thanks, Gomez, Howdy Balanya, and Sheila Salaysay at your service for today. Earlier today, nagwagi po ang Bacolod Bingo Plus against Caloocan Excellence. A 30-point career high para kay Alwin Alday. Right now, the last seconds of the third quarter between Pasig City and Muntinlupa. Later on, it will be San Juan versus Sarangani. Last shot here. Back Montilla. Screen up top. They swing it to the left. Arboleda onto Matiliano. 2 on the shot clock. Shot is too strong. That is a foul against Katimbuhan on the box out.
Well, not really the best of decisions right there. That was already the end of the period. And because itong Muntinlupa already in the penalty, this could be 2 free throws for Pasig City. So a chance for them to inch to as close as 5 points as we enter our final frame.
So despite the beautiful play of Muntinlupa at the start of this quarter, Pasig able to inch in, and they have won this third frame. There you see that last foul. Just a tenth of a second away from escaping from it. Itong si John Katimbuhan.
And our officials checking to see if the foul was indeed called before the final buzzer of that quarter sounded.
It will be 2 free throws. Dalawang free throws dito para kay Ryan Costello to try to trim the lead down to 5 points.
Game clock remaining 0.8 seconds.
0.8 pa na ibabalik sa ating oras. This is the first trip at the line for Ryan Costello. That guy one of the mainstays here in the MPBL, used to play for the Marikina Shoemasters. Extended minutes for Coach Elvis Tolentino.
Isa pa itong small but terrible, Migs.
Oo.
Guy who can play both ends of the basketball. Itong si Ryan Costello.
We just take him for granted because he's been here already sa MPBL couple of seasons. Ngayon kasi pumasok yung grupo ng mga maliliit na magagaling. Again, sina Kiano Caballero, Chris Torado, Topic Nagrama, among the others.
Very entertaining players.
Second free throw is good para kay Ryan Costello. That's going to do it, folks, for our first 3 quarters of play. Score is 67-62 in favor of the Muntinlupa CAGERS. And one guy who had a strong third quarter is a strong guy himself in Ivan Villanueva.
Inside, outside, three-point country, you name it. Ivan Villanueva has had baskets from those areas, dishing off to his teammates. He has done a little bit of everything, especially in that third quarter, stepping up and taking the lead in that period for the Muntinlupa CAGERS.
So can Muntinlupa hold on? 67-62 our score after 3. Earlier today, the Bacolod Bingo Plus defeated the Caloocan Excellence by 11 points, 95-84. Alwin Alday leading the way with 30 points, his career high here in the MPBL. Fourth quarter action tile between Muntinlupa and Pasig City. Mix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. The score is 67-62. So Muntinlupa, they were ahead 20-14 after 1, 44-35 at halftime, and then Pasig City just able to recover at the last part of the third.
Yeah, but you see here on your screens, Pasig City able to outscore the CAGERS by 4 in that third quarter. We were talking about how important that period will be for both of these teams. And right now, Pasig able to trim what was once a 12-point advantage to just 5 heading into this fourth quarter.
So that being said, Javi, anong hinahanap mo from each of our teams here in the fourth?
Well, for Pasig City, it's being able to play the matchups that are presented to you right now on the floor. Obviously, there's still some advantages for your players with this kind of lineup. Melano, Villanueva, rather by Chong, getting the advantage over Ivan Villanueva. So I look to see more touches at the post para kay Alvin Baichong and a lot more situational plays being drawn up para kay Carlo Lastimosa.
Carlo Lastimosa has come up in the clutch in the earlier games of Pasig City. Right now, it's John Katimbuhan making a tough basket. He's up to 8 points, and the lead is 7. Lastimosa, oh, good block by Engyo. Ball recovered by Arboleda. Forward pass, 2-on-1. B-Boy Engyo being rewarded on the fast break.
We usually could have seen a dunk right there from B-Boy Engyo, but nevertheless, that's 2 points para sa kanila. And for the CAGERS, they just have to be consistent in their efforts on both ends of the floor. Play defense, very, very important. It prevents a lot of second chance opportunities para sa Pasig City, but a three-pointer there drained para dito sa Pasig.
7 points in the ball game for Ryan Costello. 71-65. Koy Alves, they swing it over. Arboleda, inside, kick out. Villanueva will fire. He puts it in.
They continue to give him that shot. Such an open look para dito kay Ivan Villanueva and just making them pay with the disrespect.
Costello, that's a clear foul. Katibuan very surprised with it.
A little bit of theater on that shot attempt, but let's see here. Ingyo finishing on the break of that pass by John Katibuan.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. B-Boy Engyo, you mentioned he is very athletic. He used to throw it down here in the MPBL. But remember, earlier in the season, he had a bruised thigh dahil tinamaan siya or tumama siya, either way, kay Steven Cudal, someone who you do not want to hit during practice. And he had to sit out some games because of that. But he's back and he's looking good. Right now, Muntinlupa looking to snap their 9-game skid.
And I'm sure these players, being the competitors that they are very hungry for that elusive victory. And seeing that they have a nice chance to end up victorious in this game, I would think na di na nila papakawalan ito.
They're hoping for that because they had a somewhat similar situation against Zamboanga where they were up by 14 at halftime. Then they gave it up in the third quarter alone to the Marcelino twins and the rest of the family's brand Sardines. 73-67. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. There's a foul against Peralta.
Well, right now, Pasig City, because of the great offensive performance from the guards and wings of the CAGERS in this game, have had problems executing their defensive schemes because almost always may CAGERS player na nakakawala at nakakakaroon ng opportunity to make something going inside the paint.
B-Boy Engyo staying aggressive. No good. He gets the board. 2 misses. Scrambled for the loose ball. It ends up with Koy Alves.
Medyo may halong swerte na yun, but then again, you still see the effort displayed there by the white shirts. Kaya naman, they were gifted by the gods with that possession and 2 points as Costello gets another 3-pointer.
That's 2 threes in this quarter alone by Ryan Costello, but he's called for a warning for faking a foul. The lead has been cut down to 5. Remember, Pasig City's last 5 games have been decided by 5 points or less. And now Costello forces a charge.
This is really something that Ryan is a master of. Really bothering you with that ball denial, pressure defense. And yeah, don't let his height fool you. He will definitely become a threat. You see there, sticking like a leech dito kay Domart Matiliano, forcing that offensive foul and doing it on both ends. Another 3-pointer, his second of the quarter.
Ryan Costello is up to 12 points in this game. He only had 2 in the first half. What a second half for him. Costello will fire again. No good. Melano soaring high for that board. And it's finally recovered by Arboleda. Forward pass to Matiliano. Oh, sorry miss on the layup. Back and forth we go. Costello almost traveled. Bodies on the floor again. And it's stolen away. Arboleda. They go to the corner. Matiliano for 3. No good. Takbo na naman sa kabila. Peralta to the other corner. And finally a basket comes in. Some physicality inside by Chong and Steven Cudal go down. Ryan Costello reacting to it.
That happened very fast.
Now, we have to remember that despite all those physicalities happening, Peralta made a 3. That means the lead is going to be cut down once more. And Muntinlupa is being put into more danger here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's right. This is the kind of precarious situation that the CAGERS don't want to be in, especially knowing that you already had a double-digit lead early in this game. You were in control practically the majority of the first half going into that third period. But right now, Pasig City, their experience and their winning attitude showing slowly but surely here in the payoff period.
Referees taking a review just to be sure of the call. Don't be surprised if there would be a call against Ryan Costello because he did react to that play. Went straight to Steven Cudal and even was interacting with Koy Alves. Referee clearing it up. We're going to hear the call. This is going to be a crucial one.
Ball foul on Muntinlupa CAGERS number 12, Steven Cudal. That's his third personal, and Pasig City's number 5, Alvin Baidong. That's his third. Substitution, Robbie Mala for Ryan Costello. Ivan Villanueva for Steven Cudal.
Okay, so that's a good sign for Pasig City. Nothing against Ryan Costello, but he will sit down. Robbie Manalang checking back in. Double foul lang tayo between the two big men, Steven Cudal and Alvin Baichong. The three did count. That's why the score right now is 75-73. Arboleda working with Matiliano, Villanueva, Engyo, and Alves. 10 on the shot clock. Koy Alves, he needs a teammate. Oh, good steal. Great hands by Tonton Peralta. The other end, Peralta is being joined by Ballesteros, Manalang, Melano, and Baichong. There's a block. Numbers. No foul called. Matiliano got hit. Villanueva. Handoff. And there's a foul.
Oh, seeing that Manalang was quick to commit on that right side drive. Threw his body onto him. A little bit of that swipe action. And a foul will be called on Philip.
This will be a substitution for Muntinlupa. Mac Montilla checking back in for Koy Alves. This might be the final lineup for the CAGERS. The same five that they started with in the third quarter. And we saw how effective they were, especially at the end of the second half and at the start of the third. Engyo on the drive against Ballesteros, taking his time, and that's a shot clock violation. That's not going to count for Ivan Villanueva.
That was just too much time on the hands of B-Boy Engyo. Sized up the big man on the switch. Kaya lang naubusan na siya ng oras doon.
Jason Melano. On to Robbie Manalang. Screen up top by Jason Ballesteros. Robbie will fire. Too strong. They're just down by 2 points. Peralta will go for the lead. Another miss. Ball up top. Great effort by Jason Melano, and we're tied at 75.
Another offensive rebound para dito kay Jason Melano. Forcing yet another possession para sa kanilang koponan. This was on the third serving. Ballesteros and Melano fighting hard for that ball. Up in the air. That finally ends up with Jason, and he finishes on the other side of the basket to give his team this deadlock with Muntinlupa at 75 apiece. Time out muna tayo.
Next 3 games for Muntinlupa: Bacolod, Quezon City, and Mindoro. So that means that they will be traveling next week to Sarangani for their Friday and Saturday games. So hindi nila makakalaban ang home team, but they will be there. And then full week of rest before they face the Mindoro Towns. Right now, 75 all is the score. Blocked by Ballesteros. Recovery by Arboleda. Shot clock reads 11. Harold Arboleda going left, kicking it out. Villanueva. Muntinlupa has 4 seconds to go. That's too strong for Montiliano. Rebound Ballesteros and a chance for Pasig to take the lead. Almost stolen away. Good effort by Mac Montilla.
Well, the problem, Migs, for Muntinlupa in the past few possessions, they have taken a while to get into their offensive sets. A lot of movement that really has no intention. A lot of dribbling. Kaya naman, dulo na sila ng shot clock nakakatira, and that's not something that you want to be in all the time because you have the pressure of beating that 24 seconds.
Babalik dito ang kanilang point guard na si John Katimbuhan para palitan si B-Boy Engyo. Melano, his first attempt from 3. That's too strong. Rebound. That's off of Ballesteros. But it's good to see him back, and he looks healthy. Doesn't seem like the ankle is bothering him.
Still able to block shots, affect those attempts by the Muntinlupa offense, and able to come up with extra possessions para sa kanyang koponan.
Jason Ballesteros again is the #1 shot blocker in the league. 1.7 rejections per ball game. Under 4.5 remaining in the fourth and final frame. Villanueva on the two-man game. Kick out. Montilla for 3. No good. Rebound belongs to Milano. That is rebound number 15 for Jason Milano. Here he is down the middle. Layup is good.
And finally, the first taste of the lead para dito sa Pasig City coming at the 3:57 mark of the fourth quarter. Muntinlupa, will they be able to respond?
Arboleda, almost a steal. Completed by Peralta. Oh, great defense right there. A chance to extend the lead. Milano. Oh, he still got the rebound somehow, some way.
It's going to be a foul called on Montiliano, I believe.
Now, Montiliano fell down as Milano was trying to bump into him. That's why nahulog din si Milano. Pero ito yung layup niya in the previous play. As we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet, own the win. That's 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists for Jason Milano. Now this guy he does the hard work, and he's very effective in every game.
He really is one of the bright spots para dito sa Pasig City in this game. If not for his efforts, they would not have been able to come back and still take the lead here. With 3:56 remaining, 3:36 rather, Jason Milano still has a lot of imprint to be left on this game.
Crucial free throws coming in. Jason Milano. First one is a miss. That's unfortunate because he is the #4 best foul shooter in the league at 73%. There you see, he got his own rebound. Even if he's on the floor. Ganun siya kagaling. Nakaupo na siya, rebound pa rin siya. Second one is good. Lead is 3 points, 78-75. 3 minutes and 35 remaining. Montiliano, hand off to Muntinlupa. Cross court. The mark at the corner. Screen by Villanueva. He catches it. 6 on the shot clock. Mintisian. Rebound Lastimosa.
You see there's already a lot of tentativity going on the offensive sets into Muntinlupa. A far cry from the crisp ball movement that we saw majority of that first half and the early part of that third quarter.
A hook shot is good. Fourth quarter, just going Pasig's way. Lead is 5.
We were saying that the third quarter was crucial here para sa parehong kupunan, but obviously you also need to perform well in the final period. And that's exactly what Pasig City is doing right now, outperforming the CAGERS.
After that basket by Ivan Villanueva, the scoring in this quarter is 18-10 in favor of Pasig City. Now these players of Muntinlupa, they have played very well. Ivan Villanueva, one of them. Now he's up to 19 points. But the question is, can they finish out here in San Juan? And again, Pasig, they are used to these close games. Their last 5 outings have been settled by 5 points or less. Muntinlupa implementing that zone. Here's Lastimosa. 12 on the shot clock. Pasig up by 2. Peralta, fake, dribble, fire, no good. Rebound Matiliano. The other end we go. Domark Matiliano, aggressive drive. Layup was just too strong. 2 minutes and 10. Lastimosa. Spin. Hook shot is good.
Montilla tried to overplay ito si Carlo Lastimosa, but Lastimosa, being the very effective scorer that he is, read that beautifully and countered with a spin move and that silky smooth floater to extend his lead to 4.
The birthday boy is up to 18 points in the ball game. Villanueva answers back. He's up to 22 points.
Muntinlupa needs a stop here.
82 to 80. We're down to the last 97 seconds of the ball game. Can Muntinlupa snap their 9-game losing streak? Or can Pasig City extend their winning streak to 3 games? Manalang, step back 3. Too strong. And a chance for the CAGERS now to tie or get the lead. Kantibuhan working in Villanueva. Matiliano, Montilla, and Arboleda. Shot clock reads 11. Arboleda, this is gonna be big. Short. Rebound Ballesteros.
Just towering over everybody.
We're down to the last minute. Pasig holding on to a 2-point lead. Manalang. They go to Carlo. Lastimosa. Short. Oh, that's a big time rebound by Jason Milano.
Muntinlupa doesn't have to foul yet.
Shot clock reads 8. Lastimosa on his birthday. No good. Another board courtesy of Manalang. Still time here. Foul given up by Villanueva, and that's free throws for Carlo Lastimosa.
That has really been the story for Pasig City in this game. Kung paano sila nakabalik dito. 23 offensive rebounds, Migs. That has created a lot of opportunities for them. They may not have made a lot of those, but definitely the ones that counted and the ones that helped them get back and take the lead at a very crucial moment of this match.
First free throw, it's short. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Pasig City definitely not out of the woods yet.
Single possession ball game. Second free throw is good. Muntinlupa will have possession, down by 3. There's a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Domark Matiliano ties it up at 83.
Gutsy move right there by Coach Jules Hidalgo. He did not call a timeout and let his players play here. Look at that. Just a simple pick and roll action on the right side. Getting Matiliano a free shot. Milano tried to fight over, but already it resulted in a switch, forcing Ballesteros to come out over and challenge. Kaya lang masyado sa malayo. And tie ball game once again makes 83 apiece.
We say it time and time again, the confidence of that guy is on a different level in the season. Domark Matiliano up to 21 points. He is the 3rd best scorer in the league at 17.7. Now, let's give the game reset. There's 1 timeout each for Pasig and Muntinlupa. Both teams are in penalty. Right now, there's 17.8 on the game clock. And Pasig has the basketball. Now, they have the option to inbound full court or half court, but that means that if they inbound on the half court, the shot clock will read 14 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. Leaving 3 seconds para sa Muntinlupa if Pasig does play that whole 14 on their shot clock. Definitely Pasig City will be going for the win, but they want to leave the shortest possible time on that clock para hindi masyadong malaki yung pag-iipunan na oras ng Muntinlupa when they get possession back.
Ron Peralta, or Tonton Peralta, who's still looking very red, will inbound, and he's working with Jason Ballesteros. Carlo Lastimosa, big shot Robbie Manalang, and Jason Milano. A lot of clutch players on the floor for Pasig City. 3-second differential. Shot clock reads 7. The ball is in the hands of the birthday boy, Lastimosa. Oh, good defense by Matiliano. They get a stop. No timeouts here. Matiliano's gonna have to take it. Domark's gonna lose time. And we are going to overtime.
At the end of regulation, we are tied at 83. 5 more minutes, we're going into overtime.
Well, if you can't get enough of basketball action here in the MPBL, we have been granted by the basketball gods with another overtime game.
Oh, that was a forced shot on that last offensive by Carlo Lastimosa. Matiliano just not aware of the clock, of the time remaining on the game clock. Could have had a clean shot at the three-point basket, but opted to put the ball on the floor and go for that lay-in. Kaya lang wala na talagang oras ang natira doon. And now 5 more minutes to decide the outcome of this game.
Nagbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. We're thankful every time we have been granted by the basketball gods with close games here in the MPBL. And tonight, there's another one as we are going to overtime between the Muntinlupa CAGERS and Pasig City. Muntinlupa looking to snap their 9-game losing skid. Pasig City looking for 3 straight victories. The score is 83 all. Mix Gomez, Javi Palanya, Sheila Salaysay at your service. You know, Muntinlupa, they have been in control for most of this ball game. Pasig City able to get the lead by the last minutes of the fourth. And then, there's that last push by Muntinlupa, able to tie things up at 83.
You could see the fight really is in the Muntinlupa CAGERS in this game. Usually, pag nabalikan na sila, they didn't have the energy in them to fight back. But right now, in this game, able to compete until the very last moment and force another 5 minutes.
Jason Milano with that basket. He's up to 18 points, 17 rebounds, and 5 assists. The other end, it's Harold Arboleda with 9 points, 17 rebounds as well, and 7 assists. What a battle. Montilla onto Villanueva. Now Ivan has had one heck of a basketball game for himself. He's up to 24 points.
Really enjoying the space being given to him by Jason Ballesteros. Because Jason is primarily a shot blocker, he waits for Villanueva to go underneath the basket, but that in-between game really working well para kay Ivan in this game.
Carlo Lastimosa making a jump shot. Again, he wants that win on his birthday. He's up to 21.
And obviously wanted to get that shot that he attempted towards the latter part of that fourth quarter. Forced shot, as I mentioned.
Montilla being pressured. They go to Ivan. Balik kay Mac. 9 on the shot clock. 2-man game. Montilla on the drive. Kick out. They go to Montiliano for 3. Too strong. And the rebound belongs to Ballesteros. Oh, Jason Ballesteros is tired. 87-85. Milano. He likes it at the middle. Shot clock is 10. No bounce. Rebound belongs to Montiliano. He has to be careful. Bounce pass. Scrambled for the ball and it ends up with Manalang. The other end we go. Lastimosa spinning his way. Hook shot. Too strong. Another board for Ballesteros.
And that's another one on the offensive glass para sa Pasig City.
Peralta, his turn to drive. Short. Couple of misses here in overtime. The other end we go. Villanueva, or make that Arboleda. Second try, and he's gonna go to the line.
You know what they say, persistence is key, and Arboleda sticking with the play, not giving up. Went up for the first attempt, was blocked, got his own miss. There you go. That block by Milano, getting it back again, and then fouled in the process on the second attempt. Ito si Harold Arboleda. Still not yet in double figures in this game, but he is on the brink of it. Has 9 points, 17 rebounds. Ito si Harold Arboleda.
1 of 2 so far from the free throw line, and a chance for him to get a double-double. Again, he has 17 big rebounds, 7 assists. First one is a miss. Harold Arboleda just recovering from a shoulder injury. Great to see him feel comfortable and be aggressive again with his right shoulder. 10 points, lead down to 1. 2 minutes and 5. Costello on to Robbie Manalang. Balik kay Robbie at the corner. Too strong. Very uncharacteristic for Robbie Manalang to miss these threes. 87-86. Chance for Muntinlupa to get the lead. Arboleda, he's in trouble. Ball in favor of Pasig City.
There will be a review of that last out-of-bounds play.
That's reviewable. But this was a forced attempt here by Arboleda. 3 Pasig City players clamping down on defense when he could have already kicked it out either to Villanueva or maybe Mac Montilla, who was open on the left corner.
That's a tough call. The referees have the luxury of reviewing it as we are under 2 minutes. 1 minute and 42 remaining. 1 point lead here in San Juan. We have been granted with 2 close games. In today's action, later on, the Sarangani Marlins will challenge the San Juan Knights. Much like Tuesday, Javi, in Bataan, we had 3 close games. Ang pagkakaiba lang, sa Bataan, mainit. Dito, malamig.
Very contrasting situations.
And the referee will rule it Pasig's way. Pasig City working with Jason Milano, Ryan Costello, Robbie Manalang, Alvin Baichong, and Carlo Lastimosa, being defended by John Cantimbuhan, Domar Pantiliano, Harold Arboleda, Ivan Villanueva, and Mac Montilla. 90 seconds to go here in overtime. Lastimosa will fire, too strong. Rebound Montilla, 1 guy ahead, but they could not locate Cantimbuhan. (87-86), 1 minute and 12. Cantimbuhan onto Montilla. His turn to drive. Layup. No good. Villanueva on the putback. And the lead is back with Muntinlupa.
Well, he's just playing the game of a lifetime here, talking about Ivan Villanueva. You would think that going up against a taller front line na hindi mangingibabaw ang laro niya dito, but he has really done it all. Grab those rebounds. Scored the basketball. Ito si Ivan Villanueva.
Just doing the simple things, fulfilling his role. 5 rebounds as well. Make that 4 rebounds for Ivan. 87-88. 1 minute to go. Pasig City looking to extend their winning streak. Muntinlupa on the other end looking to snap their 9-game skid. Milano thinking about it. He will fire. That's good.
The veterans have come to play here in these important moments of the game. Jason Milano, crucial shot.
(89-88), lead back with Pasig. Shot clock reads 10, game clock at 34. Montilla working with Villanueva. 5 on the shot clock. Montilla, he needs a teammate. Tapped away. With 1 second to go, it's a baseline inbound for the Muntinlupa CAGERS.
Montilla has been very tentative in this game, looking for his shot. Only 3 points to his name, but he does have 9 assists.
Where will they go? That's tapped away. And the shot clock violation for Muntinlupa with only 23.8 seconds to go.
Well, it looks like Coach Ogie Gumatay will not be calling a ceasefire here.
"18 seconds to go. Arboleda looking for that foul. Still not called by the referee, and there it is. Arboleda has been asking for it from the backcourt.
Oh, they would have loved to give up the foul on Milano, who is relatively a worse free throw shooter than Robbie Manalang. This guy you don't want to put on the line in these very moments. Itong si Robbie Manalang. Only 8 points in this game, but these two shots could prove to be the most important ones para sa kanyang kupunan tonight.
First one is a miss. Again, very uncharacteristic game for Robbie Manalang. His shooting in this game, three out of 14. Second one is good. It's just a 2-point game. This is the final timeout for Muntinlupa. 11.4 seconds to go. Now, it's important to note that they do not have Domark Matiliano anymore because he fouled out. So if you're Muntinlupa, where will you go?
Well, you definitely want to have something set up para dito kay Harold Arboleda to be making the play. He doesn't necessarily have to make the shot, but with all his success playmaking for his squad in this game, you want the ball in the hands of Harold Arboleda. If you don't get Arboleda free, you can decide to go to Mac Montilla, who has also set up the table beautifully for his teammates in this game. Again, only 3 points, but does have 9 assists in this match. But you could expect something going for Mac Montilla. Set up a shot maybe para sa kanya, but I expect the ball in the hands of Arboleda first.
You saw the next 3 games on your screen for Pasig City. Alright, so Pasig will be defending with Carlo Lastimosa, Robbie Manalang, Tonton Peralta, Jason Milano, and Jason Ballesteros. They have 1 timeout left. Muntinlupa, no timeouts remaining. Both teams in penalty, and the CAGERS will be working with Mac Montilla, B-Boy Engyo, Harold Arboleda, Ivan Villanueva, and John Cantimbuhan. 11.4 seconds to go. Here's Harold Arboleda, handoff, Montilla. He will drive, that's stopped away, and there's a foul. So it's 2 free throws for Mac Montilla.
Not a good gamble at all coming from Carlo Lastimosa. He got beat on that shot fake and drive nito ni Mac Montilla. And just as I expected, something drawn up para kay Mac Montilla. It was either going to go to Harold Arboleda or to him. Even if he has that's only his 4th point of this game, even if mababa ang production niya in this match, you would always depend on him in moments like this because of the pedigree that he has as an offensive player throughout the years here in the MPBL.
Lead is 1. Montilla will go for the tie. If he makes this, Pasig can call their last timeout. 7.9. Oh, he misses it. And there's a lane violation.
Free throw violation.
That's costly for Muntinlupa. Now Pasig will have the ball. They will call their last timeout with 7.6 seconds remaining.
Now, Muntinlupa, they do not have any recourse but to foul at the quickest possible time because they definitely have to be playing the foul game right now. I'm not sure why Mac Montilla went to gamble on missing that second free throw. Hindi ko nga sure kung sadya man yun because the release was pretty good to me. But he was able to track down that basketball, kaya lang lane violation ang tinawag, masyado siya maaga tumawid from that 15-foot line. And no more chances here for Muntinlupa to plead on that subject because nangyari na ang mga nangyari. We have 7.6 seconds remaining in this game. And like I said, they need to foul at the quickest time possible when Pasig City inbounds this rock at in their front court.
And let's clear that one up so that the basketball fans will understand. The reason why it's called lane violation is because kailangan tumama muna ng bola sa ring before you start moving.
That's right.
That's very important for people to know. 90-89 is the score. Very costly right there for the Muntinlupa CAGERS with 7.6 seconds to go. Again, this was a golden opportunity for them to snap their 9-game losing streak. And as you can see, the San Juan Knights are getting ready to defend their home court against the Sarangani Marlins later on. A lot of playoff implications. San Juan holding on to that number 4 seed in the north. They can move up to number 3. They could have moved up, no, if Pasig lost today and they win later on. But of course, that number 4 seed is very important because it means home court advantage in the playoffs. Sideline inbound, 7.6 remaining. Oh, they have to be careful here. Milano goes inside. Carlo Lastimosa is fouled.
And that is definitely not the foul that they wanted on a shot attempt. Almost a 3-point play. That floater almost dropped para kay Carlo. Let's look at that again. They set up an elevator screen para kay Robbie Manalang. That was denied. Milano flashed, hooks it to Lastimosa, and Carlo goes up for the shot in one motion.
All right, so just so everyone knows, as Carlo Lastimosa is being helped by his teammates, Harold Arboleda and Mac Montilla were arguing na tumalon sa sideline si Tonton Peralta as he was inbounding. Now, usually, ginagawa yun ng mga manlalaro sa baseline. They can even run at the baseline. But it's different at the sideline. Is that right?
Sa sideline, you can step one direction to the left or to the right. But that's all you can do.
But in this case, he jumped. That's why the referees are clearing it up with the players, and they're sticking with their call.
Yeah, it looks like the technical committee reviewed that one and deemed it a legal play.
And George Muxino, the head of referees, was all over it, as well as Commissioner Kenneth Turemdes. So, we proceed to Carlo Lastimosa at the line. He just made the first one. Again, no more timeouts remaining. Both teams in penalty. The birthday boy trying to extend the lead. He will do it. 92-89. Muntinlupa will try to tie things up with one last 3-point shot. 4.7 seconds to go. That's a risky pass. Engyo gets it. B-boy, they go to Arboleda for the tie. No good. And there's the ball game. Pasig City survives here in San Juan. A thriller it was against the Muntinlupa CAGERS, and that is the 3rd straight victory for Pasig City in the season.
That actually was a good play that they drew up to get that ball across. Risky pass by Mac Montilla, but still ended up in the hands of Troy Katimbuhan, and that was a clean look galing dito kay Mac Montilla, or rather kay
Harold Arboleda.
Just couldn't get it to fall.
This guy, again, doing the hard work for Pasig City, Jason Milano. 20 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists. Again, surpassing the season averages of 15 and 10. This player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet, own the win. What a battle it was. Stars showing up for Muntinlupa and Pasig respectively. Couple of great scoring performances from Carlo Lastimosa, Jason Milano, Ivan Villanueva as well. But the victory belongs to Pasig City. Up next here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, the San Juan Knights will be defending their home court against Kit Jimenez, Ivan Ludovice, Gabby Espinas, and the Sarangani Marlins. So stay tuned for that. On behalf of my partner, Javi Balanya, our courtside reporter, Sheila Salaysay, my name is Megs Gomez. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, Liga ng Bawat Pilipino.